Welcome back, travelers. Bye from me here. And today we'll be covering the Imperial era of today's last Epoch lore video. If you have not seen the lore intro video that I did, part 1, covering the start of the Divine Era and the Ruined Era, we'll post the image here on the screen, and there will be another link down in the description. I highly urge you go check that out before checking out this, as we are continuing from where we left off in that saga. Alright, let's begin. The portal spawned by the Epoch placed you outside of the Temple of Eterra in a new future past. You see that a camp has been set up in the entranceway of the temple. Proceeding into the camp, you meet the outcast queen. She welcomes you to the camp and asks if you are there to join the rebellion, but warns you that you made a bad choice if you are not. You show her the Epoch, and she's impressed by you and your offer to stop the immortal emperor. She lets you know that one of her mages knew a secret entrance to the Emperor's base, but that he was captured in Wellrun. Before you leave camp, you speak with two more outcasts, Roland and Tanner. Roland lets you know that the camp is safe as long as the queen is there. He saved them all, and she could have been an elder or a priestess. Tanner lets you know that an Admiral Harton is building a large ship, larger than he can imagine a use for. You depart from the camp and head towards Wellrun to save the mage with the information you need. You defeat the captor of the outcast prisoner, and she wishes you had arrived sooner. You asked her about the mage, and she lets you know that he was taken away for interrogation, and she gives you a ring that once activated will lead you to him. She tells you to go to Risen Lake to activate the ring. She wishes she could join you, but she could not. So she tells you to look for a stone inscribed with runes by the lake edge. If you touch the ring to the rock, the outcast will let you into the hideout. You travel west along Wellrun Road until you reach Risen Lake. You touch the ring to the stone as instructed and enter another outcast camp, where you meet the outcast guard. He asks you if you need something, and you let him know that you are looking for someone who can locate Ulrich. He tells you that their leader, the Seer, can help and that the outcast camp is located there, so that they can better hide from the Imperials who've become more aggressive. You meet the outcast Seer, who has been expecting you, living up to their title. She knows that you have the Epoch. She lets you know that she is a descendant from the Keepers, and she retains the information of old about you. She performs the ritual on Ulrich's ring for you, and during the ritual, Imperials ambush you and the Seer. She completes the rituals as you finish off the assailants, after taking a moment to compliment your fighting. She tells you that Ulrich is in a place with walls of bones, twisted cages of metal and cruelty, surrounded by the vast darkness of the sea. She also mentions the ship and Admiral Harton, and points you towards where the dreadnought is still docked. After traveling to the dock, you enter the ship, and you fight your way through, starting from the bottom to the top. On the deck of the ship, you meet the desiccated walking crab, undead amalgamation that is Admiral Harton. He brandishes his staff of lightning and necrotic magics, while telling you to get off his ship, repeatedly, like an old man he is. After you give him a long overdue dirt nap, you finally meet Ulrich in a cage. You free him from the cage and his chains. Together, you swim to the shore of the Shining Cove. Ulrich tells you that he is contacting someone for help, but she is deep in Majelka, Imperial territory. He says he almost drowned, so he needs to catch his breath, and you should go on without him. You head to the Majosan Desert, through the Shining Cove. At the end of the desert, you meet Rouge Zabat, an undead Imperial who's still an academic at his non-existent heart. He's a robed figure with a green rune etched into his forehead. He assures you that you can trust him, and he offers to pay you for helping with his research that the Spy Master has not quite approved yet. You accept his quest to find the Gossen gems after he assures you he will not attack you, and he copes with humor. You enter the Wraith Dunes, fighting wave after wave of sand rays, culminating in a battle with a bejeweled scorpion of many elements. You collect the jewels off its corpse. Reaching Majelka, you see that Ulrich has somehow passed you and is near some broken pillars. He tells you to reach his contact, the Oracle. You need to collect 4 sigils of the old Nagasan casts. You can't do any of the fighting, but he's seeing how you handle yourself, and he will teleport in to grab each sigil once you dispose of the guards. The first sigil is buried in the slums, the Emerald Nagasa, that represents those content to slither in the shadows. On your way, you meet Rouge again. Pass the knowledge you gain onto the now dying scholar, allowing him to pass on happily. For now. Next, find the second sigil in molten metal. The Ruby Nagasa grants courage, though Ulrich is not pleased about reaching into dangerous material and will be telling the Oracle off. In the town square, you find the third sigil, representing the Sapphire Nagasa, that would gather around the fountains to read the stars and compare arcane theories. Ulrich wishes he could have seen it. The final sigil is hidden in the temple and represents diamond matrons. Ulrich tells you not to ask the Oracle about them. You would regret it. You finally reach the passage that leads to the Oracle, and then the Nagasa sigils dispel the barrier blocking the path. Entering the Oracle's abode, Ulrich catches up and introduces you to the Oracle, emphasizing you shouldn't stay here long. He tells you that all you need is the Epoch. You must continue forward and not return. She directs you to travel through the catacombs as she guards to the way station in Titan's Canyon, powered by Titan blood before the Imperials and Spymaster Zarek find you. On the way to the way station, you meet Spymaster Zarek. He's guarding the gate, and you kill him to gain passage. At the desert way station, you meet up with Ulrich again. He lets you know that he will blow up the way station after you use it. The Imperial army almost catches up as you teleport away and the way station explodes. After teleporting, Ulrich sees that someone is waiting at the waypoint for you. He asks you to signal him to cast something, possibly use a series of gestures he used on the Dreadnought. You approach Yulia, and she says that you should be friends, since you both want the Emperor dead. She shows you a path to the Citadel, through the mountains, and offers to distract the Emperor's soldiers while you continue onward. Ulrich likes the plan for now, but if she makes one wrong move, he'll go for the legs, and you go for her head. The path Yulia guides you to lead you to the Lost Sewers, where Ulrich is waiting. Again. He concedes that Yulia has a sound plan, but he wants to see action from her. He volunteers to use portals to scout ahead. He will meet you at the aqueducts. Ulrich, true to his words, has beaten you to the barren aqueducts, where he's being ambushed by Osprix. You kill them and he thanks you for saving them, though he is beaten up. Travel onward to Yulia's Haven, where you see Ulrich. He expresses that he's glad to rest, and you quip that he sure does a lot. He tells you to go kill the Osprix leader because they destroyed his ring during the ambush. Yulia finally introduced herself to you. She was the High Priestess of the Emperor, but she could no longer take the cruelty. She has cleared a path to the sewers for you that will take you to the Emperor's throne. You first head into the mountain to kill the bird, or Ulrich, and he is happy that you got revenge for the loss of his ring, and he can let the outcast captive know later. She cares too much for him, but maybe you can give her good news for once, when the Emperor is dead. You reach the throne room of the Immortal Citadel, where Ulrich is frozen in a block of ice. Yulia has betrayed you and leaves you to the Emperor to decide your fate. The Emperor summons a resurrected Admiral Harton, Spymaster Zarek, and orders Yulia, Harton, Zarek to attack you. You kill Harton and Zarek again, but subdue Yulia. She reveals that she pretended to be beaten and tries to find Herod's lance. You and Yulia cannot find the lance, so she freezes the Immortal Emperor. Once the Emperor is frozen, the Epoch opens a portal for you back to the Divine Era, your original time. With the end of the Imperial Era, we will see you next time on LastEpoch Lore, in the Era of the Gods. Hello everyone, thank you for watching this video. I put in a lot of work doing research and even more trying to get the script just right. I want to give a special shout out to my editor Victor for making this video such a banger with all the new visuals added in. I also want to take this opportunity to say thank you very much for everyone on the support on not just here on YouTube and the last lore video, but over on Twitch. With the launch of 1.0, our channel has really been doing much better, and it's all thanks to you guys. So if you're not aware, I do stream over on twitch.tv/quietforme, and you can catch me live during the day, 7 a.m. CST. I am going to have a baby here soon in April, so the schedule's my shift, but currently that's what we're doing. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Peace.